Let's talk house rules. You got an Airbnb and you're starting to rent and everything's awesome and you're making money and your rentals are going great. So house rules, why do you need them? What's important to put in there? And what happens if you don't have those things in there? They can be detrimental. Your house rules are really going to be super important, not necessarily when everything's going great, but if something goes bad. And I'll give you a quick example. What happens when your guest doesn't leave on time? What rules do you have that state in your house rules what will happen? This is super important. Obviously not important when things go good or when things are going well, but when things go bad, your cleaner shows up, the guest is still there and does not look like they are ready to leave at any time. What are you going to do? It's super important to put this in the house rules, because when you contact Airbnb and let them know of the situation, if you are going to try to charge for extra fees, if they're not in the house rules, it's very hard to recoup some of those fees. So it's important that you put in the house rules, if you were going to charge extra cleaning fees for smoking, what does that cost? Or for pets, if you find out that they brought pets on the property, what extra fees are you going to charge, or are you going to charge any fees? Late fees, if they leave 15 minutes late, what does that look like? If they leave half an hour late or an hour late, what happens if they've stayed 2.5 hours? You've had to cancel your next stay. What does that look like? All those things should be laid out in your house rules, so that when people are booking your short-term rental, they have to agree to those house rules, and then you can hold them accountable, and Airbnb will hold them accountable as well. Or your short-term rental, or if you have a short-term rental agreement, those house rules should be in there. So house rules are super important. If you guys are interested in what my house rules say, I'd be happy to share a copy of that with you. Just send me a message and I'll shoot you over a copy of what my house rules say.